going on, everybody? My name is Mario and I recently bought 36 acres in Arizona. Welcome back, everybody. Today on the show I'm gonna be setting up my Wi-Fi access points and my cameras on the roof of the container. I also have to finish up the wiring up on the roof. I'm gonna put it in like wire loom and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna get everything done today. I won't, for sure. First, I wanna put together 4 of these. I'm gonna install a camera and an access point, and I'm gonna glue it onto the roof. I'm gonna need 4 of these for every single corner. As you can see, I already put 1 together. I just wanted to see how it's gonna turn out, how it's gonna look. It's pretty decent. I still gotta put 2 holes in that, but I'm gonna let that dry because I just painted it. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna cut more lumber to make 3 more of these. I did not set up a table here, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to deal with this. Over the past few days, it's been raining non-stop. Every night it's raining. Look at this. Look at these dirty solar panels. I think in the next month or 2, I'm gonna use these 6x6s and make a little roof out of these solar panels. There's only 9 here. I'm gonna make the solar roof out of 12, and then I'll have 6 left over. So maybe I'll do another roof here, or maybe put them up on the shed. Not sure, but wow, I'm way off topic. So yeah, let me cut the lumber. So we can do 3 pieces of 10 inches each. Let's do it. 10, 20, and this one's gonna be a little bit longer, but that's fine. Another one of these is complete. I don't know what to even call it. So this is how it's gonna work. Over here, I'm gonna mount the camera, and over here, the cable is gonna come out for the access point, and the access point is gonna be over here. Hopefully everything fits. I didn't really make sure it fits. Maybe I'll slide the camera over this way, just so we have more room. The camera is gonna take up about this much space, and the access point is actually gonna be sticking out. I think it'll be fine. Well, the access point is gonna be over here, so it's not gonna be blocking the camera. I think we're gonna be good. Just 2 more of these, and we're gonna go up on the roof and glue these down. I'm gonna use double-sided tape and then some liquid nails, and I'm probably just gonna leave it overnight and not install anything else today, just because I want this thing to dry and completely bond to the container. Well, I'm pretty sure it'll come off in a few years, but for now it'll be fine. I'll probably make something better in the future. And of course this piece had to break. I think I'm just gonna glue it together, it'll be fine. All fixed. Hopefully this holds. I'm gonna glue it a little bit more. I'm gonna use wood glue a bunch more, but that's annoying that this thing is cracking. Maybe because it's been sitting out in the sun for a while, but hopefully the next one doesn't crack. Okie dokie, I kinda ran out of paint, but it is what it is. I spent like 5-10 minutes trying to figure out where I want these things to face. So I'm gonna have one camera facing that way, one camera facing that way, one camera facing that way, and one camera facing that way. Makes sense, every single side. I don't know if I'm gonna put every access point over here. I think 2 should be enough. I think 4 is a little bit overkill. Maybe I'll keep the 2 for my little tiny home that I'm probably gonna build over here. That's coming up in the next either 2 months or next year. I don't know yet. If I get to it, I'll try and do it this year. I don't think I'm gonna use double-sided tape. I'm just gonna use liquid nails. Hopefully it'll hold it. It's pretty strong. I use liquid nails to secure the solar disconnects over there. Not sure if you can see them, but they're over there, and they've been holding. But a camera and an access point weighs a decent amount, so I'm gonna use a lot of liquid nails. So hopefully that'll be enough to keep everything secure. I'm not gonna put on the cameras and access points today because I need this thing to dry. So I think I'm just gonna finish up the Ethernet cables that are under here. I put it in this glove just so the cable doesn't get damaged during rain and with the sun beating down on the wires. I'm gonna put these in a wire loom so everything's gonna be secure. I'm still gonna put some butyl tape around here just to make sure there's no leaks. There was a decent amount of rain here over the past few days and there's no leaks, but still over time the silicone will crack and it'll leak, so butyl tape will help with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna secure those down and finish up the wiring, and that's it for the day. Oh, and I know I recorded a bunch of drone footage flying around the property, but I don't think I ever got a video of being up here on my container. So this is how it looks. This is the shed that I built. There's some old pallets over there that I was supposed to clean up the first week I got here, but it's been 5 months since I came here and they haven't been touched. There's some sheet metal over there and over there that was here when I came here. There's my neighbor's house and my truck, and the Grand Canyon is over there. I still think you can see it's smoking. It's been like 7 weeks since this fire has started and it's still not put out. Okay, enough talking. I'm gonna use 2 tiny pieces of double-sided tape just so this thing doesn't move around when I place it. Should have done it with that one, but it is what it is. This tape is extremely strong. Not too strong. I can't take... Oh, finally. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna use double-sided tape everywhere. This is annoying. Beautiful. Nice. I know it's not gonna look super fabulous, but it'll do the job. I think next year I'm gonna paint this container anyway, so it doesn't really matter what color this is. I'm probably gonna change this out anyway to something metal, but for now it'll do. Glued down the, I don't even know what to call them, posts. Let's call them posts, whatever. Glued them down. I started terminating the Ethernet cables over here. I got 4 done on this side, 2 and 2. So 1 wire goes for the camera and 1 for the access point. So we have Wi-Fi. Now I'm just gonna finish that side over there and go to sleep. It is a beautiful view from up here. I love working up here. I mean, there's not much to do here, but yeah, whenever I have to do something here, I love being up here. So the sun's gonna go down in like 30 minutes. We're gonna see a beautiful sunset, but I gotta face this side. I'm just gonna finish this off camera, or not. I'll show you guys. So first, you gotta strip the protective jacket so you expose all of the wires. There's 8 of them. You gotta separate them and then nicely cut them so they're in a straight line, and then pull this through. This is not a tutorial. I suck at tutorials, so if you need to find out how these connect, there's shorts, there's long form videos all about this. Yesterday it was my first time doing this, and at first I really struggled, but then I started cutting them nicely, like even, and getting them extremely straight, and now it's super quick. I don't have any issues with it, but at first I was really struggling. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but you gotta unwind all of these wires, get them straightened out, and there's a specific order they go into. But yeah, now I got them untangled, so I use this little bitty tool to straighten out the wires, because they're very wavy. You're not gonna be able to pull them through like this. It would take too long. So, not sure if you're gonna be able to see, but they are becoming pretty straight. Okie dokie. Now I just gotta put them in order. I had to do around, I think, 30 of these Ethernet plugs yesterday, RJ45s. So I memorized the order the wires go in. At first I had to look at the freaking diagram, but now it's in my head. Orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, white, blue, green, white, bronze, and bronze. Or brown, not bronze. Same thing, right? Okay, we're gonna snip them now. See, because they're uneven. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see. They're uneven. I'll show you the result after I snip them. So when I have them locked down, I still pull on them just to get them more straight. And then we snip them. Can you see it? They're a lot straighter now. And it's gonna be easier to pull it through. Man, I was struggling with this yesterday. Oh my goodness. I think the first one, it took me probably an hour to do this. It's embarrassing. Yeah, we got it through. Just making sure none of the wires got mixed up. Yep, we're good. And now we're gonna snip the rest. And now we got a finished Ethernet cable. I'm gonna test them tomorrow. I do have my tester with me, but I don't feel like doing it today. We'll just do it tomorrow. So See you tomorrow. Welcome to day 2. Before I started recording, I checked all of the Ethernet cables. They are wired perfectly. I don't have to redo any of them. I got my cameras here, my access points, and we're gonna get them installed today. As soon as I got on the roof, it started drizzling. Hopefully it doesn't rain because I want to get this done today. I actually installed one camera already. I just wanted to see how it's gonna, if it's gonna be hard, if it's gonna take long, but it's really quick. We should knock out the cameras really quick, about 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna install the access points. I still don't know if I want to install all of them. I think that's kind of overkill, but I have them, might as well install them, and if the future I want to put them somewhere else, I think I'll just remove them and I'll put more cameras up here. I don't know, we'll see. I just wanted to say Ubiquity's packaging is amazing. It's like unboxing something from Apple. It's been a while since I bought like a Samsung phone, so I don't know how the unboxing experience is, but yeah, look, you open the box, there's actually a QR code for how to install it, and that's all you get. The screws are underneath the cameras. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It takes like 2 seconds to install these, so yeah, just wanted to say that they're really awesome, but in my opinion they're kind of overpriced, if I'm being honest. But maybe there's a lot of features that I don't know about. Mostly I cared about getting Ubiquity's Dream Machine and their Switch, so I joined the rest of the ecosystem by buying the cameras, but it is what it is. Hopefully they have a lot of great features. I don't think I'll be able to show you a different angle, maybe if I flew my drone, but first this piece goes on, and then everything else just screws onto it. It's pretty simple. It's just 2 screws, and that's about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, after I install the cameras, I'm gonna go downstairs and grab my drone just so you guys can get a different shot. This kind of sucks. Or maybe I should use a ladder. I don't feel like going downstairs. Is my bit magnetic? No, of course it's not. Why would it be? I'm gonna drop this screw. Watch. 100% it's gonna be dropped. Wow, I didn't drop it. For once. Multitasking. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. Okie dokie. Man, I'm hearing the rain. I don't want it to rain. So now we pull the cable through here. No, what am I doing? First through here. Please don't rain. This. Am I doing it right? Nope. Come on. This is what happens when you're not paying attention. Now I'm gonna break the freaking clip. Okay, I think we're good. Now we slide this piece. Screw it onto the camera. I know I'm twisting the wire, but we will untwist it like this. Okay, that's nice and tight. Now we use this thingy-mabobber, whatever you want to call it, to get it tighter. And now, can you guys see that? I don't. Yeah, you guys can. I guess. Then this camera is gonna be pointed at the shed over there, so I'm gonna aim it this way, like this. So it's gonna aim at the shed. Can you guys see? Oh, yeah, over here. It's gonna be aimed at the shed. Very nice. Sorry, once again, sorry for the bad angles, but I am working with what I got. So now we use this thing again just tighten it like so. Nice. Second camera installed, 2 more to go. I wonder how this paint is gonna hold up on this wood, because this is the cheapest spray paint that I could get from Home Depot. I was using it for somewhere else and didn't have anything else, so we'll see. How long is this gonna last? A week, a month, or a year? Put it down below in the comments. Hopefully I'll be able to install at least the cameras today, because it's kind of raining more. I'm so annoyed. For the past few projects were inside the container and it was so sunny. No, but now that I'm outside, I gotta do things outside, it's raining. Why is it always like that? Come on, Arizona. And this liquid nail silicone seems to be holding everything tight, but it's still not dry. Yeah, it's still kind of wet, but it's holding, so I'm just gonna try and not put any pressure on it. I gotta say this, these feel very heavy duty. This thing is like, I don't want to lie, but like close to 2 pounds. This camera is heavy. I don't think my whole Canon 90D DSLR isn't this heavy, or maybe I'm lying, but it's like a brick, to be honest. This rain is so annoying. Cool. The whole thing came off. I told you this thing is wet. Come on. Well, that's not good. I guess it needs one more day to dry. I think I'll leave this one alone. Well, I'm gonna finish installing the camera, but I'm not gonna install whatever. I think, how is this still wet? It's been 24 hours. Maybe because it's humid? It's very annoying. After I'm done installing everything, I'm gonna put more glue on the outside. Hopefully adhere this to the container. I'm annoyed. And it's starting to rain, so I don't even know if I'm gonna finish today. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use more adhesive on this. It's still coming off. My gosh. So off camera, I put double-sided tape underneath, and I used more liquid nails. Hopefully they stick, because if I come back tomorrow and they're like hanging off of the container, I'll be pretty annoyed, but it is what it is. I think on this side I used double-sided tape, but I can't remember. I think I used double-sided tape on that one at least. I think so. This one was no tape, this one was double-sided tape. So that one should be fine. And this one, I used a lot of liquid nails. So hopefully this one's fine too. So all we have left is the access points. I'm gonna install all of them. Whatever, I don't have room in the container to just keep them downstairs, and I'll have Wi-Fi everywhere, all over the property. So yeah, I'm just gonna install all of them. Hopefully the installation is as easy as the cameras. I'm just gonna watch a tutorial real quick. All you do is scan the QR code and it takes you to the instructions. From the looks of it, it's pretty straightforward as well. It's just 4 screws instead of 2. So just 4 screws here. And then the access point attaches here, I believe. And I think there's 1 screw that goes here. Okie dokie, should be simple. To be honest with you, these are somewhat heavy, and since that one was coming off, I don't know if I should install these today. I think I'm just gonna install the brackets today and then put the access points on tomorrow, because I need these to stick to the container. I don't want them, I feel like they're just gonna flop over if I install these, because they're pretty heavy. These are over a pound. They're probably over 2 pounds, I don't know, but they're super heavy. With the bracket, they're gonna stick out about as far as the camera, and with the leverage, it might tip it over. Maybe I should have screwed these down to the container, but I really wanted to avoid putting more holes in the container. So I think I'll just put the brackets on today and leave it overnight so it can adhere to the container properly. I think that's a good idea. Good morning and welcome to day 3 of installing cameras and Wi-Fi access points. Not sure how well you can hear me. It's slightly windy today, but it's beautiful. At least it's not raining like the other day. So got all my tools, got all the access points that we gotta hook up today. Shouldn't take long. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna go downstairs, hook everything up, connect the router, the switch. Oh, and I also need to install an access point and a camera inside the container. I'm not sure if I'm gonna hook that up today, but we'll see. So yeah, let's get to it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this thing, remember the other day it fell off when I was installing the camera? The liquid nails are still not completely dry. It's been a day and a half, about 36 hours since I reinstalled this, and it's still not dry. I don't know how long liquid nails take to dry, but this seems excessive. I mean, I could probably just Google it, but whatever. I think I put double-sided tape on this one, so I think it should be fine. The other ones were glued down 3 days ago or 4 now? I think 3 days ago. So those should be fine. If they fall off, I'm just gonna screw them down to the container. That's something I wanted to avoid. Or maybe I'm not supposed to use liquid nails on this. You're supposed to use a different adhesive, but whatever. It is whatever. Let's get to it. First one is installed. I think I'm gonna raise this whole access point a little bit because this cable is coming out kind of I don't like how that cable is coming out, so I'll probably raise that. The other ones I'm just gonna put them up on top, so I think it'll be fine. And after I'm done installing everything downstairs, I'm gonna put the wire looms on this just so it's protected from the sun and their elements and all that good stuff. But yeah, looks pretty decent. Good news, all of the access points are hooked up, they're secured. I only put antennas on this one. These access points, these Wi-Fi access points are very directional. So if this one is pointing this way, it's gonna send the Wi-Fi signal out there. So for this one, I really don't care for it to reach far because the fence line is right there. That's where my property ends. So I don't need it to shoot out far. So I'm gonna set this one up so it uses the antennas and it's gonna cover like the area around the container. So that's what this one will do, and the rest of the access points are gonna shoot out signals, so I have Wi-Fi signal all over my property. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some dead spots, but for now this is gonna be way more than enough. I'm just gonna clean this up, then we're gonna go downstairs and set up the router, the switch, and connect the access points and the cameras. I'm so excited. I'll be able to stalk all the animals at night. Finally. Welcome back to my dungeon. Got my server rack all ready to go. I do have to run the Ethernet wires from the wall to the patch panel over here, and from the patch panel into the switch. But first, I'm gonna hook up the router to my Starlink. I wanna start setting it up. Once I set up the router, I'm gonna connect the router to the switch. I think I'm gonna start connecting the cameras first, just because I wanna see if they work. I am so excited for that because I don't have any windows except for the front door over there, so no windows for me. And to have cameras outside will be a game changer, because from time to time I hear something outside and I have to go outside to check on things. Usually it's just wind moving things around, but it's gonna be so much nicer to just look at the camera and see that it's, I don't know, something flying because of the wind or something like that. So yeah, let's hook up the router first and then we'll move on onto other things. Oh, on a side note, I don't know if you can see, I did a horrible job on the mud and the taping of the drywall. I know I mentioned that in the previous video, but if it's your first video, I was rushing to get this room finished and to get the AC set up because it was getting hot in here. I had to work in here and my girlfriend is coming and the plan was to sleep here. So I was really rushing. I was gonna fix this once my girlfriend left. She's back in Chicago, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is. It's a good reminder not to rush. And it was my first time doing this type of stuff, so I'll know better for next time. So I think I'm gonna leave this probably just as a reminder to do a better job. Quick setup video. It says to connect it to power, and then after it's done setting up, to connect the Ethernet cable to the modem. So it says it's gonna be ready in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Oh, I should see it on my phone now, I think. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up that quick. I think it has to set up another... Yeah, I don't see it yet. Let's give it some time. Okay, now it's saying to plug in the WAN cable. So I'm gonna connect the Starlink to the router. We'll see if it's gonna do its thing. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be plug and play, but I am so excited. I wanted this setup for so long, but I had no reason to buy this type of stuff for my condo. Since I'm building a home here, I'm gonna have a big garage. I really needed this. At the moment, I'm just gonna use this cable to connect the router to the Starlink. It's not the exact length. After I set everything up, I'm gonna make a custom one just so it fits perfectly. But for now, this will do. Let's see if it'll connect, no problem. We got a blinking light. We got a blinking light. It's working. Okay, that is it. I plugged in the cable and 5 seconds later, it's saying to use the Ubiquiti app. So I'm gonna set it up there. Let's see if I pull up the Ubiquiti app. Maybe I'll screen record. I'll see. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the Ubiquiti app. It's not, oh, it's fine. It found my Dream Machine Pro. New device found. Let's set it up. That was pretty simple. I am so excited for this, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go through the setup process. Then we're gonna connect the router to the switch, and then we're gonna start setting up the cameras. Okay, I went through a few of the options and the whole setup thing. Now it's updating the firmware, so I'm gonna give it, it says 4 minutes and 50 seconds, so I'll let it update, and then we're gonna connect the switch, and then we're probably gonna have to update it, and then the cameras. I know, it's annoying. It's doing a speed test right now. Man, Starlink is really improving. When I first got it, it was around 200 megabits. But now, almost 400. Like in the morning, when I run a test, it's over 400, which is awesome. Okay, the router, well, it's called the Dream Machine. I'm just gonna call it the Dream Machine because it's freaking awesome. The Dream Machine is updated, so now I'm gonna connect it to the switch and let that update, and then we're gonna move on to the cameras. I am so excited. There's not much to connect. It's just the power cable. And then you connect the switch to the Dream Machine. Okay, the switch is plugged into power. Now I'm gonna connect the switch with the Dream Machine using a fiber cable, just so they can communicate. Oh, look at this. Look. That's so pretty. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I forgot you can color code it in the menu and all that stuff. That's so sweet. That's why this stuff is so expensive. The switch is still loading up, so I'll give it a few minutes. And just like that, after a minute after plugging in the switch, the Dream Machine detected the new switch, and we can accept it and adopt it to our network. Wow, that's pretty simple. I think we can now start connecting the cameras. I just want to plug in one camera, at least for now. I'm gonna plug it into the front, but after I connect it, I see that it's working. I'm gonna run all cables in behind over there. They're gonna plug into the patch. I don't know, can you see it? They're gonna plug into the patch panel behind it, and then I'm gonna have patch cables running to the router. I'll show you everything. Okay, I'm plugging in camera. Northeast camera. I'm gonna call it northeast camera. Let's see if it detects it. Let's give it a minute. I'm sure it'll take a minute to find it. Okie dokie. The switch is done updating, I think. Let's see if it picked up. So I have to install WIFI Protect, which is like the camera software on the router. So that's installing right now, and then I think I'll be able to adopt the camera into the network. That's really cool. It's really simple. I didn't have to figure anything out. It just took me to the right place. Okay, I installed the WIFI Protect app on the router, and now it's picking up the camera. So we can set it up. Camera adopting, and we see our trailer. Camera lost power? What the heck? Oh, camera is updating. Okay. So we already have the view of the camera. Awesome. So now I'm gonna run all of the wires from the wall in behind and into the patch panel, behind the patch panel, and then we're gonna start running the wires from the patch panel into the switch. And I'm gonna clean these cables up because yeah, they're gonna look pretty. Just give me a few, well, it's probably gonna take like an hour, but give me some time and it'll look pretty. Welcome to another day. Last night I took my time and I cooked everything up, organized everything, at least in the front. The front looks pretty decent. I am really happy with it. The Ethernet wires that are coming from the wall, I'm gonna zip tie them together just to make them look better. But I'm still happy with how the rack is looking. It is my first server rack. I know it's tiny. In the future, I'm probably gonna get a bigger one. I'm probably gonna set up a big server and it's gonna sit down there too. I actually have a different server that's in a desktop case. It's serving as my NAS, my Plex server and all that good stuff. So eventually I'll probably move it to the server case, install it in there, or maybe get a bigger rack. We'll see. But I'm super happy with this. I installed an access point in the room and another camera just so when I'm away I'm able to see what's happening in here. I just want to have my eyes on things if I do go away for a period of time. But other than that, The project is finished. I'm probably gonna secure the Ethernet wires that are on the roof today or tomorrow. I'm not gonna include that in the video. I'm just gonna zip tighten them together, and I'm gonna place something down to glue them to the roof. That's about it. Nothing special to it. I know that we didn't do much in this video, but I'm showing you all the progress that I'm doing. If you're in the market for an awesome networking setup with access points, cameras, they got, I know they got like doorbells and stuff, like they have everything. Communication devices, phones. I recommend Ubiquiti. It's amazing. Their user interface is pretty straightforward. No, this is not a sponsored video. I paid out of my own pocket. I just always wanted it, and now I have it, so I'm recommending it. I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm not gonna do much. I got other projects that I need to pick up, which are gonna be in separate videos, so I'll end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace.